Whoa! Navy Federal CDs are a great alternative to bonds. I'm telling you, man, this is fantastic. Mark this date down because CD rates can change. January 15th, 2019. Who knows how long these rates will be there. Whoa! A subscriber just shared this with me, and I'm going to share it with you because I've been thinking about this actually for a little bit. It's awesome. So don't forget to subscribe down below. Comments, thumbs up, the whole thing. All right. So a subscriber just talked to you right now. We're doing financial plan and she was telling me that they have a bunch of cash over at Navy Federal, just sitting in the share certificate account. Share money market account. It's like paying, one or less than that. And I said, what are the CD rates doing? Because I haven't looked for a long time. And she goes, oh, they're paying like 3.75. I said, whoa, what? 3.75? I said, no way. So I went to look, and sure enough, look at this, my friends. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. 40-month CD, IRA, education savings account, $50 minimum, 40 months at 3.75. That's if you reinvest the interest, which you certainly should. 3.75 for a 40-month CD. Let's see here. We go to, that's just IRAs, I guess. So I guess that's only for IRAs. 5 year, 3.25. Man, that's still pretty good. Let's see. IRAs, 3.75 is a special. Yeah. And I don't see. Okay. So 3.75. I don't see any max that you can put in there. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so we said, man, you should dump she had a lot of money, and her and her husband, I said, you should dump a lot in there because that's a smoking deal. So let me give a comparison. 10-year Treasury bond right now is 2.711. You see where it says, let me see if I can't make that bigger. See where it says 2.71 TNNX, 10-year Treasury, 2.71. So you're locking up your money in the 10-year Treasury for 10 years. You can get 2.71. Or you have liquidity within 3.5 years, actually 3 years and 4 months at Navy Federal at 3.75, guaranteed. What happens with a 10-year Treasury? The price can fluctuate. Yes, the principal is guaranteed as long as it holds the maturity. If you don't hold it to maturity, though, that sucker isn't guaranteed. You have a price that can fluctuate. You can pay up, you can pay down. It doesn't matter. With a CD, you know exactly what you're getting. Look at that, man. I haven't seen rates like that on CDs in a long, long time. That's a smoking deal, my friends. That is a smoking deal. Here's 17 months at 3.25 and a year at 3.5. I would buy the 40-year one, absolutely, because I do not think interest rates are going up. Remember, they raised rates, 4 times last year? And what we've had for the 10-year Treasury, we had it a year ago. Let's see, the 10-year Treasury was at a year ago is at 2.526. It went all the way up to 3.28, and now it's back down to 2.71. So they've raised rates 4 times over the last year. Actually, I think they've raised rates 6 or 7 times over the last 2, and the rates have only gone from 2.56 to 2.7. So the rates on the 10-year Treasury simply don't have any effect at all on what you can get on CDs relative to CDs right now. So would you really want to lock up your money because rates are going to go higher? They've already said they're not raising anymore anytime soon. So the only rates that are going to go higher, I don't know what they could, actually. So if the 10 years back down below what the rates that the CDs are doing, I would want to lock that sucker in for 40 months. Absolutely. Just lock in 3.75. So I went on bankrate.com, and I tell you, look at this. This is the thing with Bankrate. It's just the banks that pay to be on their platform. So Citizens, you got a 3.1, 3.15, these, all kinds of different things here. 5 years at 3.1, 3.1, 3.05, 2 years at 2. That's no good. So you don't want any of that. It's just not going to work. So then I said, well, what are we doing in bond funds? So I went over to look at Vanguard bond funds. Let me see if I can make this bigger. So Ginnie Mae is 2.96, and I'm pretty comfortable with Ginnie Mae, as I shared with you before. The inflation protect is 0.94, a little bit different. Intermediate bond fund is 3.35. And again, those have fluctuations in share price. Now they are liquid 100%. I get that, but you don't know what if you have to sell, what you'll get for it. You just don't know in terms of price per share. Intermediate term Treasury is 2.51. I just say I would use a CD as a bond alternative. I mean, I would use the CD absolutely over bonds, 100%, because there's no liquidity. I mean, there's no risk issue on the fluctuation. There is liquidity issues. So in her case, I said, look, leave some money in the share savings account. I think the share savings account at Navy Federal, let's see, was paying, that was a money market account. That's what we were looking at. Was paying 1 or something like that. Yeah, okay, it doesn't tell me there. Where's the, yeah, let's go to money market. And I'm a member of Navy Federal, by the way. I've done mortgages, got my credit cards, all kinds. So the rates here are paying, well, it shows the rate. I don't know. I guess you got to log in to see the rates. I don't get that. Why they're not showing the rates there. Rates and terms. There we go. Savings rates and terms. So let's see what they show us here. Money market share account. So savings account is paying 0.25. Money market savings account is paying 0.95 over $50,000. So that's, that's not so bad. A jumbo money market savings account is paying 1.25 roughly. Over 100, so that's not so bad. 1.25. So basically, what I told her is have enough in cash for 2 years worth of living. You put the rest of all your fixed income stuff. It looks like it's just IRAs for Navy Federal. You put that into your, the 40-month CD. Absolutely. And then you do some total stock market index or whatnot. And that's what she's going to do. And that's a wonderful thing. So it's a big deal, my friends. I look at PenFed too. So let's just go to PenFed, Pentagon Federal Credit Union. My brother, a long, long time ago, used to work there. And the beginning of every year, they just had kick butt CD rates. And they don't seem to do that much anymore. But, they were just phenomenal. So if I were you, if I'm a member of USA, PenFed, and or Navy Federal, I'm a member of all three. PenFed is where I got my mortgage, my crappy old mortgage from right now. If I were you, I'd be looking at all these guys. But anyway, right now, PenFed CDs are, 3.4 for 5 years. That's not bad either. I'd still do the Navy Fed. That's IRA CDs. What if we don't want an IRA CDs? Let's see. Let's go to learn more and see what they got. Because the Navy Federal one looked like it was an IRA CD. And it looks like these are IRAs, but still 4 years at 3. I'd take that. The 10-year Treasury is at 2.71. So you lock up your money for 4 years at 3. I'd take that in a heartbeat without question. So that just looks like it's an IRA CDs. What if we don't want IRA CD? Money market, all certificates. Here we go. Let's see what we got. So if it's a non-IRA, here we go. This is what I want to see. Money market certificates. Yeah, 1 year at 2.8. Oh, man. I got to log in. I can never remember my login on PenFed. There we go. I got to learn more. Look at that, man. A 15-month at 2.86. That's on a certificate. Look, 12 months at 2.80. That's with the dividends reinvested. And that's a smoking deal, my friends. Why would you not have? If you got cash, why would you not do some ladder CD? So in this case, 1 year ladder CD at 2.8. 3.5-year ladder CD at 3.75. No need for bonds. There's just no need for bonds at that kind of rates, and that's fantastic. That's fantastic. These are NCUA, the National Credit Union Association, which is similarity to the FDIC. Money market accounts. Let's look at money market accounts here. I'm just curious what the rates doing on these money markets. Not very good. Okay. That doesn't do it. All right. Well, either way, you got the CD. So at the end of the day, Navy Federal, the website is NavyFederal.org. Money market savings or a PenFed is pen with one N, like Pentagon Federal, PenFed.org. USA had crappy savings rates. No other way around that. I looked at USA. I looked at Delta Community Credit Union, horrible. Looked at Boeing Credit Union, horrible. Right now, Navy Federal and PenFed are the only game in town, in my opinion. You might have a local community bank you might want to consider. There's so many banks, I'm not going to take the time to look them all up. But right now, PenFed and Navy Fed right now, above and beyond. I don't see any reason to buy bonds. I'd be buying these CDs 2 seconds flat. Yeah, hope this helps. As always, you like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Don't forget, my friends, tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern time, be there or be square. We'll be live, my friends. So you want to bring your questions, come on board. I look forward to seeing everybody. And if you have thoughts, questions, concerns, let me know. Thanks, guys.